Well, hello everybody. Welcome to the show today. Very happy to have you. I believe that it is May. Damn, we've come into
Fucking
May.
fast. Make it stop!
Make it stop. Well, the thing is, there, Booster. The older you get, the faster it goes. Isn't that ironic? I always
That
thought
is
it was ironic.
strange.
I
So at
don't
a certain
understand.
point, you just can't. You can't pull on the brakes. It's just time to die.
It is. It is. That's kind of what it is. You would think it would be the opposite, though, because kids don't appreciate shit. But the funny thing for me is, I don't know what the hell you're doing with your icon, but it's not Booster Kiwi.
Oh yeah, I forgot. This would be Rick Grimes with his face extended, with his neck and everything.
Why?
Should I change it back? Because
Yeah,
it
it's
looks
it's
fun.
unsettling. I have to say, it is definitely unsettling. But while you do that,
Yeah.
excuse me, uh, I'm going to go over here and I'm going to open a new window, which I should have done already. Uh, Alrighty. Oh, there we go. Perfect. It came up over here where it shouldn't have. There we go. And I'm going to go over and I'm going to click on the video. I'm going to like it. I'm going to share it, and I hope everybody listening is doing the same. That would be useful for us, so we can get more people over here to join us. We got some
That'd make me
interesting things.
so happy if you did that for me.
It would, because we want to have more people in here with us. We got a few, but let me share it out, and
I'm gonna pop out and just see if the kiwi comes back.
it is back already. Yeah. Hey, Thunder, what's up today, dude? Okay, fine. Be that way.
Wait, let me do my best Pandara with a strong accent.
Okay.
How you doing?
Oh, I'm muted.
Oh.
Booster, I don't have an accent. You literal, actual homosexual. Knock it
Oh,
off.
wow. That's just aggressive and shit. Damn. All
And I
right.
support your homosexuality, Booster. It's about time you admit it.
That's good. Yeah, it's got to be one of those days, I think. Anyway, how you doing there, Thundero? How was your weekend?
Wonderful, actually. It's been a great weekend. I've got my weight loss back on track after last weekend. Lost about 4 pounds in 3 days, just consecutively. So it's right back where it should be. It's almost like I didn't even lose a week. It's wonderful. Feeling good. I'm feeling light. I'm feeling lean. I like it.
That's good, dude.
You start to feel really good once your clothes fit better. Or if you're really big people clothes, your fat person clothes, they fit worse, right? Like they become like real baggy on you. You're like, oh, all right, something's happening.
Yeah, the problem is then you have to go and buy an entire new wardrobe. I had that happen to me. Yeah, that's all right though. Well spent money. Anyway, we got Roger in here. We got Eric. I don't know why, Eric, you're saying coral. I don't know why.
Oh, he's doing hey Coral.
Well, I don't get it. What is that?
It was the image I had earlier. It was what it was referencing.
Oh,
because Rick can't say Carl right, and it sounds funny.
Oh, I get it. Okay, I stopped watching the Walking Dead seasons ago. My wife still watches it though. She likes it.
I never watched it. I just like the memes.
Oh, I see. Well, Booster, make sure you're on your best behavior because the wife is in the house today. It's a holiday.
Uh-oh.
So, yeah, let's be good, everybody.
I said, hey, babe, how you doing, babe? Hey, you in the house, babe? How you doing, babe?
Wow, that's
what
most
Booster
annoying
thinks Southern Americans sound like. That's what he thinks.
That what
Look,
it
man,
is?
come on, man. Let's go, boy. Let's go. Right about, bud. Come on,
Holy
man.
shit, dude.
For some reason, he sounds more like a Canadian from South Park to me, but
that's kind of
whatever.
Yeah, that sounds about right. We got Lorenzo Sleestak in here as well. Nice to have it, Ray Thulu. Coke is a hell of a diet aid. It is. It definitely helps. It's something the CDC promotes for sure, amongst other things. Yeah.
Look, man, come on, man. You can't be sure about cocaine. I need that to lose my weight. Come on, man.
I'm just saying.
Now we're Blackwell Biden. What?
One of my closest friends, IRL, when he got heavy, that's how he got skinny. He was a bit of a cokehead, and he lost a bunch of weight.
I guess it's the way to go. Me, I had a normal weekend. I took a ride. It was supposed to be a sunny day. We did have a sunny day ride, but then we had a rainy day ride. We had a lot of weird weather this week, but it's changing of seasons. I guess it's to be expected. It's a gorgeous morning today, though, and I'm sitting here with a cup of coffee, and I was yakking with a few friends. It's a good thing, dude. I'm happy.
It's not bad.
It's not
Not
bad
bad
at
at all.
all. It's Orthodox Easter. Is today a Japanese holiday as well? Well, Jesus, I didn't know it was Orthodox Easter. I would have wore something special. No, nothing. All right.
What holiday is it over there?
What a,
This
was that a
is-
joke you did just now? What?
I think it was, yeah. This Golden
That
Week
sucks.
is actually a 5-day holiday, and of course, what am I during the 5-day holiday? Working.
You suck. You're mediocre.
What was that,
Oh,
baby?
God.
Huh? Yeah.
I just watched this video of this midget just like screaming at this trumpet player. It's the funniest fucking video. He just keeps going,
You suck. You're mediocre. I watched
Jesus.
Bob Dylan on stage. Who are you?
Oh, geez. My wife is chastising me for working during holidays. Uh-oh. It's not good.
oh no.
Uh-oh. Uh-oh.
But to explain what the holiday is, they actually had like 3 holidays in a row in this month. So many, many, many years ago, they decided just to kind of organize it all into a thing they call Golden Week, which is pretty much you go watch movies, go do stuff outside, go spend money. That's what the holiday is. So how's that? What are these 3 holidays, baby? See, one looks like an emperor's birthday, like a green day or something, and kids' day. There you go. An emperor's birthday, a green day, and a children's day. There you
You're
go.
nothing. No talent.
Oh, thank you. What are you doing, dude?
Just
Oh,
doing
no.
my favorite Jew voice. It's my favorite thing.
That's your favorite
He's-
Jew voice?
Jew.
He's mimicking a video of a very short, probably midget-sized in height officially man, mocking a trumpet player, a street trumpet player, for being terrible. And he goes on this long rant about the terribleness of the trumpet player for, I don't know, how long is the video? 5 minutes?
It's
Something
like
like
5
that?
minutes. He's just
Yeah.
ranting. He's saying shit like,
A real artist respects the silence. Who are you?
Is this, Eric said
Oh,
John
it's my
Travolta
favorite.
was yelling at the trumpet player? Oh, God.
it's my favorite. It's my favorite video ever.
Well, was it a bad trumpet player?
I don't know. I think he was just kind of jamming, doing his own thing,
Oh, wow.
practicing. Yeah.
Oh,
It
wow.
wasn't particularly amazing, but he's just doing his own thing. But this guy just
Critics.
berating him.
Yeah. Well, these days we get a lot of berating going on from various people who, for some reason, have opinion. I don't know why. Someone told them they're allowed to have an opinion, Thundera. I don't know who did this shit. It's clearly an error.
Social media, and a whole lot of teachers and parents who told them they're all just so special. You're just special. Look at you and your specialness.
Well, that's good. I guess. Probably not. Probably not. Baby, what
No,
are you
very-
doing?
The very definition of the term special means that there's very, very few people who are.
Yeah, no, and that's the point. You're supposed to work really
Yes.
hard to be special. Yeah.
And a
But
syndrome,
anyway.
kid, if everyone's special,
Everybody
nobody is.
Well, let's go ahead and get started because this is an absolute cluster. So, all right, here we go. There we are. So these guys can check out what I'm going to do.
Give us a look, mate. Give us a look at your fucking news. Give us a look, then.
Wow, I think alcohol should be brought into question here. All right, now
I haven't had any alcohol yet, but I should have some alcohol. That
I
sounds
think
like a
that's what I meant. I was
fantastic idea.
suggesting you get drunk. Yeah.
Yeah,
Anyway.
alright.
You guys know I like to start out with
Convince
board
me.
games, so here we go. I'm starting on with a board game, but I didn't really prepare anything to get into too deeply. But I found this, and I support it.
Oh.
D&D Monopoly. I support
Oh,
that. I sport that. Now, usually I turn my nose up against any kind of Monopoly or Sorry, any of that horrible old stuff that isn't cool anymore. But I thought maybe today we could talk about it a little bit. Now, Booster, even down in New Zealand, I'm sure you've heard of Monopoly.
Everyone's heard of Monopoly, yes.
Yes, yes. Have you ever played this game?
I have a couple of times. I don't know if I've ever played a game from start to finish because this game is fucking long.
It is long. I've played many of them. How about you, Thunder? You ever played Monopoly?
Oh yeah. Yeah. My best man at my wedding, his wife. Yeah, her and I used to play often.
Uh-oh.
He didn't like board games, so it would only just be her and I, and we would go back and forth trading wins. But yes, a lot. Quite a lot, in fact.
And I think the chat is probably the same. Everyone's played plenty of Monopoly. But it's a fairly boring game, especially when I found the other games existed. And now I have tons and tons of really fun games. However, I might buy this one. A D&D Monopoly. That might be a little bit more entertaining. I don't know how they're going to work it out, but seeing as Monopoly enjoys socialism, feminism, and all kind of other isms, it's about time. It's about time, I think.
It's overdue, in fact.
Yeah, I think so.
So, what is the point of this D&D style Monopoly? Right? Does it actually take D&D elements and put it into this Monopoly game,
It does.
or is it just the D&D skins Monopoly?
Oh no, I'd say it's the latter. Did you think someone over in Monopoly actually tried hard to do something interesting? Oh God.
I was hoping, but if
No.
it's just like a bunch of D&D themed shit, then who gives a fuck?
That's fair. I was just trying to put a positive spin on Monopoly. Thank you very much for dashing my hopes. Thank you.
Mm-hmm.
No, that's what you do. But anyway, over here in the chat, Lorenzo says, did one always get the day off for these holidays, Chester? Or is that something newer to prevent people from working to death? I think the latter is probably more true, but I didn't learn anything from that because I'm working all 3 days of the holiday, I think. Yep, I got work today. I got work tomorrow. Yep, no, I'm working all of them. Yeah. Actually, I might have adjusted my schedule and taken the entire 5 days off, the 2 days of the weekend and the first 3 days. But my wife had told me that my daughter was coming back for this holiday, so she was going to be around the house. So I figured she and Junko would go and do stuff. So I just kept my schedule normal. But then she canceled because of COVID. Yeah, we got clusters again. So she's worried about killing the grandparents, which is nice, I suppose. So she's not coming back. So I could have took the entire 5 days and told you guys just to fuck off, and that would have been great. No? Am I alone?
Well, eternally, but that wasn't your question. No, we're here.
Oh, good. Okay. But yeah, there you go, Lorenzo. Let's see here. SJW Joshua, can we play as Antifa and destroy capitalism? That would be good. They should do that version. Yeah, I agree.
I do that version when I play. That's my goal, is to wipe out the bank. I never win, but, I try.
Yeah.
That's a worthy cause.
There was a Monopoly game for feminists. Yes, there is. It's called Miss Monopoly. Yeah.
Don't the women get like a percentage more fucking money in that one?
Yes, they do. Yeah, they do.
Imagine if they still fucking lost.
It's basically what would happen if I was playing them.
Uh-oh. The gauntlet has been thrown down, sir. Wokeopoly, yeah, no, they definitely have lost their mind over there. But I don't know. They're just trying to they're trying to survive, I guess. And for Monopoly to survive in this absolute avalanche of really good games, it must be difficult for them. But I don't know. As long as they keep putting out different things, you don't have to buy the feminist one or the communist one or what have you. Buy the one that intrigues you. Right? I mean, it's fine. It is kind of silly though, especially that whole women not getting paid the same thing, which is kind of dumb.
Or just play a real board game, you fucking casual.
That's right. That's what I would say. That would be my suggestion. Anyway, moving on. I just thought it was cool because at least you get neat minis. Look at the minis; they're kind of cool, dude. Look at them; they're neat.
They're pretty
Those
neat.
are pretty neat. Yeah,
Yeah,
I own them.
yeah.
I
there
like
you
the
go.
dwarf
My
up there with the hammer.
campaign,
That's,
yeah.
Hell
that's
yeah.
what I'm talking about. Big,
Yeah, I
big old fuck off hammer. That's my jam.
Yeah,
Mhm,
you got a
mhm.
guy doing some kind of spell, or he's throwing a dagger with water. I don't know what's going on, but damn, that's cool. Anyway, moving on. Now this is from Booster, so I'll let him take it. Go ahead.
Our first look at the CW's Naomi is straight from the comic.
Okay. Um, now this article only explains that it exists, and this is
Yes.
DC Comics. This is the actress playing it. It's like, okay, here's the character. Okay, it's a good fit. I think it's the actress is good. Looks right. All right. They even took this this scene here is from the cover itself. The important thing, I guess, for me, and that's it. That's the article. The important thing for me is who the hell is Naomi?
She is a character created by, of course, Brian Michael Bendis.
Uh-huh.
When he got a small little imprint from DC called Wonder Comics, where he just wrote
Mhm.
a bunch of bullshit that was out of the main continuity. And one of the characters, of course, he decides to create is Naomi, who is a small teenage black girl, right?
Uh-huh.
Because he has this weird obsession with them. He cannot help but keep making these characters. He just has to keep making them because he adopts a bunch of black kids, right? So he feels it's his moral duty to do such a thing, right? The thing
Okay.
that pisses me off about this, right, is that she has existed as a character for 2 years. She is a
Okay.
character no one gives a shit about, but
Yeah.
she's getting her own fucking show.
Yeah, of course. I figured that's
That
what
will
you were on.
Bomb utterly and fantastically.
Yeah, maybe. However,
Nah,
uh,
definitely.
well, it probably will. Who's? I mean, well, it's a CW.
I will
They have-
literally put money on this. Anybody want to take the bet?
It probably will, but CW does have its audience, you know. But the thing I'd say though, although I understand why the character was created, and I understand Booster's point, why does this character no one knows about getting a show instead of something more long term? But of course, that was probably the plan.
Like Booster Gold.
Yeah, like Booster Gold. That's actually would be a fun. They can make a comedic, like an Ant-Man type of Booster Gold. It'd be hilarious, dude.
Blue and Gold would be good. They're actually making a Blue and Gold comic, by the way. Finally.
Oh, that's good. Yeah, there you go. However,
Written
this
by-
this is a new character. It's not necessarily a bad thing. What are her powers?
I didn't know a thing about this
She
character. That
has
was the thing.
energy-based powers, according to Wikipedia. Whatever that means.
and she can
Um,
use it for detectiving. That's the
But
word.
she just calls herself Naomi.
Yeah.
Like she has that's ridiculous.
She don't need
Maybe
no
it's a little bit
representation, baby.
unfair.
Hmm?
Maybe it's a little unfair for me to bitch about this comic because, for all I know, this comic could be freaking amazing, right? I doubt it, but it could be amazing. I haven't read it, but again, my problem is just that this character existed for 2 fucking years. No one knows about
Yeah,
it. No one cares
that
about
is-
it. But she's getting her own fucking show.
That is an issue. I
It
get
just-
that.
It just
But-
bothers me.
Well, the character was
Makes me
obviously intentionally created to do that. I mean, that's there's a package deal that came out. But I personally have less problem. I don't know anything about the character, but I don't have much problem with it. It's a new character. You're trying to push a new character. I understand there's agenda behind it, but that's kind of what we've been asking for. Quit screwing with our characters and just make new ones. So
I guess she fits the bill for that. Yeah.
she does. I understand the whole propaganda and stuff behind it. But then again, if you go and you check out Netflix or things like that, every damn movie, every show is either female led or black led anyway. So it's here. So enjoy your entertainment, I guess. But the thing with the female led stuff, that's been going on what, 15 years? More?
Yeah.
It's been going on forever. I mean, you go back and you count every damn cop procedural and action hero and all that stuff. There's just dozens and dozens and I mean, there's probably there might be close to 1,000 of them with these these pathetic no one's going to believe it for a second female action heroes. I mean, there's so many of them. This has been going on for so long. I don't mind it doing here or there, see if you can't do your story, but I mean, come on, a little bit of balance, please. But it's just par for the course, I guess. But
So, Booster, you're telling me that they had a run, and I'm guessing they still have this run, maybe not, I don't know, and I don't care, really, but they had a run called Wonder Comics, and they did not revamp Shazam into Captain Wonder?
That is correct.
Oh wow, that they had an opportunity. They missed Thundero.
I know. This is why I should be running DC right there. Right? Just for that reason alone.
There you go.
I can revitalize the whole
That's
character.
your one thing. That's your one thing, right? You're gonna come in, rename Shazam, and be like, "Okay, I'm stepping down."
I'm down. I'm down.
Alan says
I'm good.
internet gas powers. That's right. Yeah, that guy
No,
is.
because I have not met a single person who likes Shazam, who likes the name Shazam for his
Because
name.
it's the freaking wizard's name, dude.
It's real stupid. It's real
supposed
stupid.
to transform him into the other guy, no matter the context. If he says Shazam, he's getting transformed.
Yeah.
Doesn't matter the context.
Yeah,
That's why it's a
weird.
word of power. There's no... you say it and things happen.
That is true, Jeff. You're correct in that the vast majority of them are white ladies. I'm just saying there's so many. It's just it's ridiculous how many there are, over and over and over again. I don't watch the crap. I'm not interested in it, but I'm just like, I'm kind of over it. I do have to say, I recognize this lady for some reason, and she is, wow, sadly, that's an ugly woman right there. That's really ugly. That's unfortunate.
Is she a really ugly woman?
She's incredibly ugly, dude. That's unfortunate.
Oh man.
Yeah.
Do you know the difference between just like an average looking girl and just a really ugly girl, or you just think every girl below a 6 is ugly?
It's because she's not Asian, Booster.
Yeah.
Thank you very much, Zach. That's at least a 2. You know.
2?
Yeah.
Oh
Well,
my
I gave
God.
her 2
Fucking
because she
Honey
looks,
Boo Boo's mom is a 2.
well, she looks fairly athletic. There's some probably use for her. But you know.
Oh fuck me.
Oh, come on now, that's an ugly woman, dude.
Move on.
And she's only got
Booster
one
would
little
be
metal
so
thing in her hair.
happy if she
instead of
came to
a
Booster's
lock.
door and was like, "Kiss me, Booster."
Yeah, but
He'd be like, "Okay."
Booster
like,
dreams
"Okay."
of crack whores, Zach. What are you on about?
When a black woman can't be a crack whore.
She could be. She
Well,
doesn't look
the
like
vast-
it though. She
You
looks healthy.
racist.
The vast majority of them probably
I
are.
wish you'd be
I didn't even know crack was still a thing. I thought that was like a thing of the 80s, early
Oh,
90s.
it's still very much a thing, yeah.
Oh, there it is. Oh well, but can't have pretty ones anymore. So you know, you.
Oh, she might be underage. I fucking retract any of that.
This girl underage? No way. That's a 40-year-old woman, dude. What are you talking about?
What the fuck are you on about? She's supposed to be playing a teenager.
That's a 40-year-old woman. I guarantee it.
Uh,
Because
she's
black don't
16.
crack, Booster.
She's 16, Chester.
No, I don't believe it.
Yeah, I've just Googled it.
They're lying.
Thankfully, she's legal where I am, so I ain't getting any FBI.
Yeah,
but
that's
still.
true. Fair enough. But I didn't care about that anyway. I'm just not attractive. All right, moving on. Ah, this is wonderful.
Maniac. What do we have here? Indie film studio The Asylum releases trailer for Godzilla vs. Kong. Cash-in Ape versus
Monster.
Monster. YouTuber Mr. H. Who's Mr. H? Who is this?
He does Mr. H reviews. They're fun. You might want to check them out. And the chat is disagreeing with my opinion on women. Well, the chat's wrong, I guess. Let's see. Chester, every non-Asian woman is ugly. Busby. All right, fine. That's not actually
I'm not
true.
saying she's the hottest fucking babe in the world. I'm just saying I don't find her ugly.
No, that's an
There's a
ugly woman.
strong word.
That's a very ugly woman.
You're an idiot. You are.
Uh,
We're talking about Godzilla here. Let's move on.
all right.
Godzilla, on the other hand, is gorgeous.
That's a sexy beast.
Yeah,
I don't really care about this article in the least. Hey, Zach, by the way. But it does kind of go into what the asylum does. But what it did do is trigger my interest. So I went over to the asylum page itself, and I thought, let's take a look at what they're doing. Airline Sky Battle, yeah, baby.
Oh,
Yeah.
you're not familiar with Asylum, Chester.
I'm very familiar with Asylum. Sure, I like B movies, dude. And this company is dedicated to such things. Let's see,
It's
what else we
pretty
got next
incredible.
here? Asteroid Again.
Oh no! Oh man, they make some garbage, but they actually managed to make it big with Sharknado for some
They did.
godforsaken reason.
They hit big
And
with
they
that
just-
one, yeah.
and they just kept making that kind of shit, right? But for the longest time, though, if a movie comes out, they'll try to make something that looks vaguely similar to it, and
Oh yeah.
just
Oh,
to
they-
try to ride off its coattails to make a few
Oh, yeah.
cheap sales, right?
Just
So
rip
like
it right off, dude. Hello, Arlie.
Snakes on a Plane comes out, they make Snakes on a Train, right?
Yeah,
If
as you should.
Transformers comes out, they make like what was it? Transformers ripoff? Like I forget.
No, I remember what you're talking about. Yeah, they do it every time. It's funny. But
Mhm.
Apocalypse of Ice. Okay.
I have to say, Snakes on a Train sounds far more plausible than Snakes on a Plane.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. Yeah.
Mhm.
Hemorrhoid again, Jeff says. Ooh, that would be bad. Monster Hunters, actually, that's not a bad flick. Fast and Fierce,
Fast and
Death Race.
Fierce.
They took 2 and mashed up there, dude. That's 2.
They're getting clever with it.
They are. But I mean, those Fast and Furious movies are ridiculous anyway. But let's see what else. Ape versus Monster. Yeah, there we go. I mean, try a little harder with the title, though. I mean, Jesus. Alien Conquest. Okay, Skylines ripoff. All right. Triassic Hunt. Ooh, that sounds good. That's a good actor too. Meteor Moon. Oh no, that's actually written. The Nightmare House. Oh no.
Some of these are so freaking vague. It just sounds like a genre more than it does
Right.
a title.
That's true. Let's see. They got a title page. Let me take a look at it here. I gotta check it out. Okay. They just have all their different ones here. Love Letter. Ooh, ew. Ew.
Number 1 cheerleader cat. That just sounds like a Chinese knockoff.
Yeah, but her panties say beaver. I'm for it, dude.
Go up a little.
What happened there? It went back a page. Don't do that. Don't do that. I'm watching something. Stop it.
That looked vaguely similar to Outward. I didn't know they made animated films now. Dr. Death.
Battle Star Wars. Oh goodness. They Homeward, really? Jesus, they really go to town. I didn't realize they even made this many.
They're not even subtle.
Yeah, the Uncannibal
Clown.
Adventures of Aladdin. Clown.
Adventures of
Mommy would never hurt you.
Zombies.
Holy crap, dude. Clever
Okay,
girl.
Kevin,
Clever
tell me
girl.
what
That's right.
Zombies is. Please tell
There's
me what
something.
Zombies is. It's a zoo with zombies. I'm fucking sold.
Yep.
There's something I think we can all support. A San Andreas Megaquake. That would just.
That would
Look
be
it up.
useful. Well, that's the Rocks movie, which was okay actually. I didn't mind it. The Six-Friend Hornet. Ooh, that looks good. That's definitely a mecha type thing.
Shark attack?
Six-headed shark attack. Yeah, baby. They just don't give a shit, man, and I think that's why people appreciate it. They're just doing their thing, dude. But I'm looking for the cheerleader thing. I'm disappointed. Where did it go? I was enjoying the cheerleader beaver panties.
Where's that slug?
I'm looking for it. I'm looking. Wow. Holy crap. Dude, what? Stop it. Let's see. Damn, dude. Did you guys know that they did this much?
No.
I knew they made a lot of movies, but this is ridiculous.
I didn't realize that they mimic so many things.
I don't know how they do it.
They are the quantity over quality.
Oh, there it is.
There it is.
There it
There you
is.
go.
Number
Look
one
at
cheerleader
Titanic
camp.
beavers.
Nice.
Titanic 2.
Titanic too.
That is not okay.
That's brilliant, is what that is.
It is, dude. Mega Ferrata. I've seen some of these flicks. I had no clue they're this prolific though.
The paranormal entity.
Yeah. Well, actually, I've seen that one. It's not that bad. I mean, some of their flicks are not that bad, dude.
Yeah, Transmorphers.
Transmorphers. Yeah, there you go. The Terminators. Merlin, War Dragon. Actually, I've seen that movie. I think some of this, because I have
Sunday
seen some.
School Musical.
Where? Sunday School Musical. Oh no! Don't no. Death Racers. I think what they do is buy some stuff, and make some stuff.
Alien vs. Hunter.
Mm-hmm.
Oh man.
I am Omega.
Where were we going with this?
I was just fascinated by the fact that Asylum was so prolific. I had no idea. I mean, Jesus, dude. Look, I'm still scrolling, man. And here we go. And that is the most soy boy I've ever seen. The female is actually bigger than he is. It's not good, dude. It's not good.
I think he might be a little cutie. I might smooch him.
Oh,
You don't know.
yeah, you, of course. But I mean, I don't.
I like
All I can do is
Almond.
this. Just claps Asylum. I mean, my God, dude.
You're absolutely
Unbelievable.
shameless, and it's kind of incredible.
Yeah, right. Alan says Titanic 2. This time, it's personal.
I am just mostly shocked that they're not Asians. Like,
I didn't get that joke.
I just felt that it was usually like Chinese knockoffs that do shit like this, right? But these
Oh, yeah.
fellas, they're still
No, you're thinking
dedicated.
of India. You're thinking India knockoffs.
Bollywood.
They both do it. Yeah, that's true. Yeah.
The Da Vinci Treasure.
Yeah, no. It's an insane catalog. Now they've been doing their thing for decades and decades, but I didn't know they had this, man.
9/11 Commission Report. What the hell?
Oh,
Go
no.
back down.
9/11 Commission
What?
Report. Yeah.
Oh no! What is the tagline on it?
Snakes on the train. Let me check it out.
What is the tagline? Oh no!
Well, now you click on it.
No,
Weird.
that's weird. That's too bad. But
Can't
anyway,
read it.
I don't
What
want
if
to
the
waste too much time here.
Being stopped? It could.
Oh, here it is. Okay, here we go. So, based on the best-selling report. What?
Oh my lord.
No. A thriller in the tradition of Traffic, Syriana, and United 93. David Mitch, Michael Latt. That's a big name they got there. Yep, that's it. No information other than it's based on the best-selling report by the 9/11 Commission. Best-selling. Yeah. All right, let's
Well,
move
they
on.
sold it all right. That's
They
for
did-
sure.
They did sell something. Yeah. Oh, hey, it looks like a lot like a Nick Cage filmography. Hey now, you be nice, Cult Film Video. I actually watched Jiu-Jitsu the other day, and I don't know why people hated on that movie so much.
Excuse me, you watched what?
Jiu-Jitsu.
Oh, Jiu-Jitsu. Okay, I was thinking it was a totally different film.
Yeah, no.
You
Yeah.
think it was jujitsu?
Yes.
Oh, you mean the American pronunciation? Sorry, Jiu-Jitsu. I apologize. Yes.
Yes.
But
Come over here. I'm gonna karate chop you.
yeah. Well, no, I mean it's not bad. It's got a lot of really good action in it. It's got Tony Jaa
gee,
and
it
stuff
slipped.
in it.
Oh,
I didn't think it was bad at all. I mean, there's not much of a story, but it's just an action movie. What do you want? I don't know. Yeah.
People
Moving on.
want all of their action movies to be flawless works of absolute logic and cinematography,
I guess.
when
not
very
all
few ever have.
John Wick.
Yes.
Well, now John Wick's kind of special, though. Go ahead, Booster.
Eternals. Marvel boss Kevin Feige addresses race and gender swapping, claims Cersei, not Icarus, is the lead.
Okay. Now,
They're still
All right.
making this movie.
I think it's already in the can, dude. But it's just the COVID. But
And
here's the
I
thing.
think this will
Sure,
be the
both of them.
first. I think this will be the first MCU flop, like actual flop. Is the
Hey,
term.
we said that about Captain Marvel. We were wrong about that.
Yeah, no, I didn't say that about Captain Marvel, but I think this one will be. I figured Captain Marvel would probably do about what it did because it was so close to Endgame,
Well,
and I was right.
the reason I have this here is because Kevin Feige did give a response, speaking directly to questions regarding the race and gender swapping of characters. We have a first thing here. Where was it? I was looking at. Where is that? I was sort of thing that kind of gave.
Well, aren't a lot of them like swapped just at random? It seems like too.
Well,
Like
this is
some of
what-
them are. It's not even just whites that are being like they swapped around a bunch of them. It's weird. It's a very strange thing that the Eternals have done.
Yeah, no, they have, and here we go. This is what I wanted to talk about. The majority of the Eternal characters have been race and gender swapped. The only characters that look similar to comic book iterations are Icarus, Athena, and Festus. They changed Makari to be black, okay, female, death character. Okay, baby, no problem. Ooh, I got a kiss. That's a good thing.
Aww.
Yeah.
Nice.
Let's see here. Oh yeah, deaf character. Kingo now appears Indian instead of appearing to be Japanese. Ajax is Hispanic, Lebanese, and female. What happened there? Gilgamesh is now Asian, which is
A little
disrespectful.
bit.
And Sprite is
Why-
now a
wait.
female and young girl.
Why is Gilgamesh Asian? How does that make any
It
fucking
doesn't
sense?
make any sense at all. But they don't get they don't get the source material. You know this, dude. But the point I'm trying to make is that this article goes on, and Kevin Feige says some stuff, but nowhere in this article does he actually answer the question of why. They said, "Oh, it was really important to us that we come in and we gender swap and we race swap. It was very important to us. It was the first thing we thought of." And he goes on about this, and he makes it very, very clear that this movie is intended to be the most super woke thing ever made, intentionally, right? They're not hiding it at all. My question is why? They never explained, because the Eternals are from all over the world. They are various races already. Why did we make one minority into another minority? They don't answer this question. They don't answer it at all. With Cersei being your main character instead of Icarus, which if you've ever read the Eternals, Icarus is usually the main guy. But I don't care. That's fine. Do whatever you want to do. But I'm saying nowhere did they explain why they needed to do this. You already
And
have
why
diverse characters.
Isn't Salma Hayek naked?
That's always the right question, Booster.
Yeah.
Hmm.
That is the best question.
Yeah.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
But here's your cast, and we got a couple of a lot of people I don't know, and one very, very, very annoying woman, and then a sexy lady. Okay, alrighty. But I don't understand, because they explain how important. Kevin Feige was very emphatic of how important it was to do this, but didn't explain why. There is no answer to why. And there was the only statement I saw in here that seemed to have any, and of course there's a lot of gay characters in here because that's important for some reason. But
There's a really green-looking Asian. Am I right? There? Can we scroll down just a little bit?
yeah,
Little
more. Oh, you talk about the lady, the director lady. Yeah.
Right there.
Yeah.
Is she fucking green? Or am I mental?
Well, no, that is something I noticed when I started dating Asians. Under fluorescent lights, they look green.
I knew it. They're elves. I knew
She
it.
looks like an actual space alien. I don't like looking
No,
at her. Put
Booster,
her
they're
right.
elves.
How can
I
I
knew
leave
it
it there,
all
man?
along.
She looks
That's
like
where
an
the elf
elf.
myths come from, right there. Asian
Just out
people.
there. I don't like it.
All makes sense.
Oh, I'm sorry, Booster.
It all makes sense. now.
But it all makes sense. But the thing is that the only comment I could find from quoted from Kevin Feige, not the opinion of Trent here in Abounding in the Comics, was this: that it seems that they had a set of actors that they wanted to use, meaning these guys were kind of chosen first, and then they tried to make the character to fit them. I don't understand that thinking. It's kind of the opposite, but that's the only thing I could see to why they did what they did. So you have a Japanese, so just let the Japanese be the Japanese character. You have an Arabic type of Indian looking guy, so let him be the Indian guy, etc., etc. But no, they had to adjust it because they wanted this guy to be this character instead. She's not hot at all.
Someone
Gridlock.
also explain to me. Can someone also explain to me why, when they pick Asian men for these diversity hires, they always go with the caricature version of an Asian man? It's very rarely an attractive, fit-looking Asian guy.
Oh, because
You
they're
know, like a Bruce Lee or a something that would actually play in China. A good-looking Asian man.
yeah. Well,
No,
because
they
they're
always go
racist
with this
under.
guy.
It's racist.
Well, I know this.
Yeah.
They go with this guy who looks like every Asian caricature that Asians complain about in the world. Look at this guy. He's got the fat cheeks and everything.
This is
I
a
just-
Korean man.
It's so preposterous. Now, I will give him this. At least the
No.
Indian man is very masculine. He's actually got
his-
himself ridiculous
His
shape.
name is Madong Sick.
My dong is sick. Oh, that's appropriate.
Madong.
I apologize, sir. That's unfortunate.
I
Unfortunate.
just don't understand the way. I mean, I do logically, but it's so stupid.
Yeah,
The
you're
way
right.
they keep casting these Asian people in these roles that they're doing. They're only, by and large, they're only doing it because they want an Asian in the role for the Asian markets, which I don't hate the cynicalness of it, I guess. But can we at least get ones that don't look like, I don't know, accountants? Maybe, I don't know. Just maybe one who looks like an action hero in an action hero movie. Crazy idea, I know. There I go again with my crazy ideas.
No, but you're right. The Pakistani guy looks like he's fairly fit, and he's got an interesting face, actually. Yeah.
He's a very masculine brown Pakistan Indian whatever he is guy.
I like the fat Korean guy. I think he'd be nice. He looks like he'd be nice to hug.
Oh. Oh.
Yes,
There are-
but Booster, the Asian market doesn't care if he looks like he'd be nice to hug. They want him to be pretty.
But they got some
And they say
ugly-ass
this-
women other than one. And she's an old lady.
They
She
do.
still looks good for her age, but damn, dude,
They
can't we get a little bit of beauty every now and then?
They say this over and over and over again to Hollywood idiots, especially the Chinese. They don't like their movies because the people are ugly. They don't want to go watch ugly people in movies.
Yeah, they're
All the
straight
time
up
they
about
say
it.
this.
Yeah.
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 But
Brett
here we are.
says, was he Madong sick after his visit to the Philippines? Probably. Yeah. That's probably.
Madong.
And I don't know. I don't really have much problem changing the elf character into a female. Really, I mean, it's easier to do, I would imagine. But that is a creepy looking kid, dude. That is a creepy looking kid, man.
Yeah.
I mean, she looks like she's the face of a 50-year-old on the body of a tween. Holy shit,
no.
dude.
That's pretty sad
It's
case.
an alien. Yeah. But anyway, my point, the reason I put this here was because Kevin Feige gave a big old speech on why it was so important, but nowhere did they explain why it was important. And it's like it's just dumb to me. You're starting from the get with something that's already diverse. Why did you see it? Why was it important to switch it all up like that? And they don't.
You want to know the real reason? The real reason is because they're idiots.
I guess
They
yeah.
know that they can get away with it because they've been doing it to white characters, especially for the last 10 years, and even before that, but really heavy for the last decade. So what they're doing is they wanted these people, a lot of them are probably friends, or, they know the right people, and there you go. But yeah, don't worry, somehow they still found time to get a white woman in there, and to get a Asian man who looks like a 1950s caricature of an Asian man. So they pulled that off. Good job, Hollywood.
They did a good job, yeah. And the director of this movie, of course, which I already showed you, is Chloe Zhao, and she won Best Director for her No Man Land, which no one has ever seen and probably won't see.
Oh,
It's I don't even know what it's about. Is it a fantasy? That'd be nice.
It's
so
American drama that's about like homeless people or some shit.
oh, that
And
sounds.
it
I want to
Has
watch
a
that.
box office of nearly $7 million. Just, I bet you feel
Nearly.
silly for making fun of it.
I bet
Nearly.
she should definitely be given a massive budget blockbuster style movie for sure after that huge success of her
Well,
$7 million movie.
Well, she
Why do they
has.
pretend that? Because it did well at the Oscars, right? It was like sweepstake at the Oscars. Why do we pretend like that's a success?
And keep in mind that the Oscars and that movie itself were banned in China because of her. Because years ago she said something negative against the CCP.
It made like
Oh, don't worry. She will pucker up like a good girl once this movie's about to come out. Don't you fret.
I don't know,
A
dude. I
bit.
think she's on a list, man.
Oh, well, yeah, but they'll make her bend the knee and they'll take her off the list.
I mean,
Yeah,
this
maybe.
movie grossed like $2 million. That's pathetic.
And
Yeah.
it probably didn't even do that. Yeah, I don't know. It's just weird, dude. It's just weird. I don't understand the thinking. There's and Feige didn't clear it up. He thinks he did. You look at his statement. He seems so proud of his statement, but it's like, dude, you didn't answer the question at all. Hey, we could be a politician. Anyway, let's move on.
Well, I do have one question. So if Marvel continues on this path, what happens when they decide to make a Miles Morales movie and they don't make him black?
Well,
Ooh.
he's half black, half Latino, I think.
Maybe they just lean more into his Latino heritage.
Well,
Yep.
I have an article discussing that very thing. We can get into that
Man,
later. Hold
I
that thought.
just read his mind, don't I? I just
Yeah.
know. It's
Yeah.
like a link all the way across the ocean.
It is. It is. It's kind of frightening, actually. It must be a ley line thing. I should stop
Yeah.
sitting where I sit. But I actually am going to cover that later. Let's hold that thought. Let's now. I do have a few little articles here. It's all one thing actually. But I kind of was thinking what you get an idea what you guys think about this. Now, here, let me get back up to the top. I was reading the article. Sorry. But go ahead, Booster.
Alrighty then. Arkhaven Comics unveils all 17 titles for its newly released Arktoons platform. Promises 17 more.
Now,
Fuck, alright.
I have a few of the
Dinner?
books we can look at here, but the general premise is this is a webtoons, and it's they say it's free, but then they start talking about money. So I have a feeling it's like a subscription service. But this is interesting. This is Vox Day, a name we haven't heard in a couple of years, and it's not just Vox by himself. He's working with many people, but he's working with Chuck Dixon, and this might explain a little bit. We haven't had Todd over here in quite a while. We know that Todd was had a couple of troubles he ran into. He was doing something for John Malin, and then John Malin didn't want to pay because he was late. But the only reason he was late was because John Malin made him go back and do it at the last second. So there's questionable attitude going on in there. Maybe I don't know the whole story. And then Todd had trouble because he was doing the Florida Man thing with these guys, and he ended up not getting paid all his money, or he did get paid his money, or he got kicked off. I don't know. Something weird was going on. So it's like Todd got banged about the ears a couple of times, and we haven't seen him since. I don't know where Todd is. I don't know what's going on. He came in here one day and was yelling at us, which is I felt nostalgic.
Yeah.
It just Chester, it just sounds an awful lot like that old Eastern philosophy known as karma. I don't know.
I don't know.
Call me crazy.
Well, I'm not
Maybe
going to
that's
take a
what I
side on
mean.
that because I don't know the entire story, but I get your point. But here's the
Sounds a
thing.
lot like it.
Well, now we have Chuck Dixon, who was involved in a couple of startups. The one before with Henderson, and then the stuff that was going on with the things that Todd was doing with other people, not Chuck directly. But they were all involved in these projects. And then all of a sudden, over here with Vox Day in Arkhaven Comics, Chuck Dixon shows up doing quite a bit of work, which is good for Chuck. And it's interesting to me because whether you like Vox or not, this dude produces and he gets it done. Plain and
He
simple.
is getting shit done, yeah.
And I do not like Vox. I am very much anti-Vox Day. Not for political reasons, but because he's a human piece of garbage.
Fair
But
enough.
he does get his job, get the work done.
He does.
I can give him that much credit.
He does. Yeah.
Mhm.
And I'm not here to talk about Vox Day per se. It was just interesting. We haven't seen the name in a while, and more importantly, he is a producer. Literally produces. But let's take a look at some of these titles we're getting now. All Hero, we know this is Vox's character. He kind of got on board with the stuff, and keep in mind that we know now that he and Ethan were playing a little. What do you call that? Trolling?
Hmm.
I think it's called.
That's one
trolling.
word for it.
Yeah.
Sure.
They were playing a game, and then they came back on him hard, and Ethan threw him under the bus instantly. Of course he did. But do you remember that, Zach?
Zach is gone.
He left.
But
now.
he
For a while.
seems to have buses on standby, old Ethan. That's
He
all.
does. He does. Anyway, so whether you like this or not, got All Hero. Of course, that's in here. We got Gungool. Now, I recall hearing about Gungool. Who was doing Gungool?
Gungool. That does sound very familiar, but for some reason,
Can't recall, sadly, but it looks cool.
It sounds like Chuck is working on that one as well, but I know it wasn't Chuck, someone else. But I remember hearing about Gungool. We got the Midnight's War. Okay.
that is
And
pretty good so far.
yeah, no, there's some interesting thing. It's not all interesting. I'm going to get to in a minute more All Hero. This article, you can read it if you want, but it's just talking about the release and the idea of it and stuff like that. The Hammer of Freedom. Okay, that's not bad looking. That actually looks like Elizabeth Brightweiser coloring there. And we know Vox has got money. Deus Vult, that's definitely Vox.
JDA's.
Huh?
That's
No,
John Elvis Rose.
That's JDA's book.
Yeah, John De La Rose is involved too. That's right. That's right. And of
No,
course
he's literally writing that one. Yeah.
well, he's friends with Vox, right? A Throne of Bones. All right. We have Ascendant Star Spangled Squadron. Okay. Shade. That's not the best name. Hyper Gammouse. I don't know what that
What the
is.
fuck is that?
I don't know. It's not for us. Quantum Mortis. A man disrupted. What? Okay. Clockwork Dancer. So there's some interesting, and this is another one. Clockwork Dancer. I remember seeing this. Someone worked on it. So I think my opinion, and this is just my opinion. I haven't done a journalistic research here. I probably should have. But it looks like Vox has been paying very close attention what's been going in the past few years, and he's gone out and he's grabbed up things he thought were interesting and pulled them into his group to create the Arkin, whatever it's called, web comics, webtoons. That's what am I wrong? But that's what it feels like because I've seen these various things. Chicago Typewriter. Once again, Gungul. This Clockwork Dancer. I know I saw this. I think we might.
Yeah, it's John De La Rose.
It's John.
He was on here with it.
Yeah, I thought so. Yeah. That's it. That's right. It was John. I just thought we had talked about this one, but it looks like he basically went and collected some of the ones he thought was interesting and brought them over to him. Now the question, whether that be true or not, I guess, what do you guys think about this? Webtoons are way bigger than floppies. And there's millions of people who do webtoons. He's created a service where it sounds like if you pay for the service, you get everything free on it. You can read everything they drop, and he's dropping a lot. What do you guys think about this Vox Day maneuver here?
Vox is many things, but he's not stupid. He's a highly intelligent man. He's very good at making money. And I think he'll be very successful. And I also think that it's not an original idea. Others have done similar. But hey, so what? Why is originality supposed to be the only thing that matters? If people like these books, and especially Chuck Dixon, who seems to be doing quite a bit of it, or at least doing Avalon on there. I don't know if he's doing anything else.
No, it sounds like he's doing a bunch of stuff. Yeah.
Mr. Dixon is, Chuck Dixon. He's a legend.
Yes, he is.
And I think it's probably worth it if you like these. If you like John's work, which John's work is typically very good. I haven't read all of it, so I can't say it all is, but everything I've ever seen is good. I don't see any reason not to do it unless you have some political animus or personal animus towards Vox Day. Because it seems like a good deal. A lot of these books look pretty good, actually. I remember Clockwork Dancer looked really interesting to me.
It did.
I like the name Chicago Typewriter. He is. I like the name Chicago Typewriter. I think that's a pretty good name for a comic book. Yeah, those are not the worst designs I've ever seen. There was the one, that Hypergamet or whatever it was called. I don't know what that is, but the rest of it looked pretty standard fare comic book stuff.
Yeah.
That didn't look like something alt-writers would be
It sure did.
It's probably satire. But he's basically created a universe, is what he says.
Yeah, look at that. That's an interesting little spread right there.
Yeah, I mean, and there's it seems to be trying to have something for everyone, right? Which is what you should be doing. So it's very classical superhero stuff. With other things in. You got alt hero Q. They're doing a lot of takeoff on the alt hero. There's a lot of stuff coming, which is probably what it looks like to me is Vox said, okay, this is our universe. This is the cosmology of our universe. Go.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, what's wrong with that? That's a good thing, right? So there is the Vox Day background with his alt hero universe, and all these things are going to fit into it, right? So this seems to be very Roman.
I like how they didn't call it the Bone Throne, because that would be hilarious if it was called the Bone
Throne. Would you like to sit on the bone throne?
Would you like me to clean off the bone throne?
Flying Sparks, which was a very interesting comic, by the way, by John De La Rose. I actually enjoyed
Yes.
this comic.
Hmm.
Oh, good old Chuck. Adventure Classics he's doing. Okay, all right.
See, now that's something I think
Chuck
is
says.
very commendable and very
Smart.
smart. There's a lot of open IP out there that people will recognize that you could do something cool with.
Oh, yeah.
So why not let one of the best writers of all time just have some fun with
Yeah.
it?
And
Go
he's
do something cool.
and he's putting Chuck into the Stan Lee position, as you can see here.
Yes.
Yeah, and that's smart too. So it's interesting, dude. I don't know about the name of this character, but they don't all look perfect. But here's a look at the page, kind of a clip of it. So I don't know. You got Dynamite Thor on there. You got Right Ho Jeeves. They got a lot of stuff, dude.
There it is, Hyperga Mouse. What is the world is that?
Hyper Gamer Mouse. Yeah.
I gotta. Okay, we have to read this blurb. Just I need to get to the bottom of this case.
Go ahead.
The first and only comic series about game and come
Sorry,
on.
sorry.
Game and the socio-sexual hierarchy. Because if you can't figure out why you don't have a date and no one is interested in you, you're definitely not alone. This popular comic about relationships was previously a top 5 comic in the category on Webtoons. Written by Vox Day. Oh,
Huh.
this is Vox Day's passion project, boys.
I guess. Well, it's basically this guy trying to learn how to date, I guess, in his mouse world.
All right.
Okay,
Alrighty.
all right.
So it's quite literally an incel glamour piece. Gotcha.
Yeah, no, maybe. Let me go over to Arkenhaven itself, and so that maybe we get more information on it. All right, great stories belong to the world. All right.
And to be clear, I don't have any animus. I like that word. I'm gonna use it more
You should.
towards incels. Most of them are just very misguided young men
Mhm.
who are listening to very terrible advice, typically from females, on how to get females.
Wow, you put a lot of words where I just would have said pussies.
And then they have males like Chester who won't help them.
Get your shit together, boys. I don't know, but I just thought this was really interesting, and it goes through, and they have stuff that comes out every day, and like I said, I think it's like a subscription service. You can subscribe. Let's take a look. Let's go through it. Are you going to click? What's your clicking problem? There we go. All right. So here we go. $5 a month, $10 a month, $25 a month, and $50 a month for Arkentoon. Let's look at the big one. Let's hear. Let's see how he's
$50 a
working
month.
this. Support Arkentoons. So what's it give you? This is a monthly subscription to support Arkentoons, Arkhaven's Arkentoons, a digital comic site, and produce a production of comics for it. So what do you get? You don't get. So it's just you can support them if you want, I guess. So you're just helping out. All right, fine. Let's go back to the cheap one then.
Oh, it's the welfare tier. I got you.
Yeah. All right. So it doesn't say it's giving anything special. It's just simply, do you want to support them more? Okay, that's fine. It's like a Patreon thing he's trying to do here. But all right, so $5 a month, you can get every comic they drop, and as you can see, as we go back here, every day they drop comics every day, except for every day. Yeah, 7 days a week, they're dropping comics. So $5 a month. It's not that bad, and you do have some good writers involved. At least with 2 of them, De La Rose and Dixon. You got Will Callaghan here. I don't know who he is. Vox is writing. You got Lucio Cunha. I don't know who that is. Vox is writing a lot.
Luciano.
Some anonymous. I think he's buying stuff up as well.
I like how Chuck Dixon is billed as the legend Chuck Dixon.
Well, he
I like
is
that.
The freaking legend. Yeah.
I like that.
The
Oh,
Swan
Chester,
Knight
we
Saga.
found your book right there. There it is. I knew it. You're under anonymous. You're Big Bear's big comic. That's you. I know. Don't even pretend it isn't.
Comedy.
Yeah. Jack Mickelson. All right. Nadar Fox Schaefer. I don't know these people, but that's all right. They're getting work, and that's always a good thing. So I don't know, chat. What do you think? Eric says I can see Ethan's next post on the forums. Fan speak supports Vox Day. Yeah, go for it, dude.
Oh,
Go for
no. We don't need that.
Well, to be fair, way back when all that stuff was going on, people had their opinions, and they kept telling me, Chester, you can't say positive thing about Vox Day. The thing is, I remember Vox Day from being on Stefan Molyneux's channel, and
Yep.
I've seen him speak several times, and he's a very good speaker. He's a very smart fellow.
Yes.
Although I don't know everything, and these guys said, Chester, you got to go read his stuff. I'm like, okay, fine, which I didn't do. But what I did hear him say on Stefan Molyneux's channel, I agreed with.
Yeah.
So does that make me a Nazi? Am I a Nazi?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, fair enough.
You're in there. You're all in.
I'm all in. There we go. But people did point out a few things, particularly Denali, that, well, he said this, and this. And I was like, okay, fine. All right. AI Wars, Dynamite Thor. Now, John De La Rose is writing on that one, but didn't that start with somebody else? Someone else was doing the Dynamite Thor. It was like they were chatting about it a couple of years ago. They're going on.
No, it was, from what I understand, it was John from the start, but the Dynamite Thor character, I think, is old.
Yeah,
like
no, it
real.
is. It is
Isn't
in
it something
the
he's
public IP.
resurrected? Yeah.
Yeah, no, but it wasn't just John. Other people were talking about it. I think John just took it and ran with it, which, good on him. But John De La Rose is another person who is a highly productive individual. He gets stuff done, like
Yes.
Vox.
Some of these comics, Tom.
Yeah, well, he also writes lots of books. He's highly productive human, right? And I appreciate that just on its own. But some of the art's good, some of it's not good. Some of the art's great. I know that because some of the people working here, some of the writing is going to be excellent. I know that. And Chuck is doing a bunch of stuff, dude. He's doing a presents thing on a war and adventure. He's doing a comedy thing. Plus, he is certainly writing his own books as well here with All Hero Q and that other one we were looking at. So he's doing Right Ho Jeeves. So Chuck is working, and he's getting paid. So
Oh yeah. That I wholeheartedly support.
Yeah.
For nothing else, if you're a big Chuck Dixon fan, I would say at least it's $5. Try it out, see if you like it. Unless you've already got these books or read them, try it out. Why not? It's Chuck Dixon, for crying out loud.
Yeah, I'm just playing the trailer here. Ooh, he got all fancy with it.
And I really like the Arcaven logo design. I think it's spectacularly
Good name, too.
done. Yeah.
And there's like a deep world they've tried to, a cosmology they've tried to create. Oh yeah, the Avalon, that's the other one he was working on. So Chuck's busy, John's busy, Vox is busy, and those other guys are busy. So, interesting. And here's the thing, the last point I want to make, and you guys can make any point you want. That's fine. That trailer's fine. But we've been sitting here listening for a few years now at various individuals who shall remain unnamed talking about creating their own comic book companies and putting out stuff and creating worlds and universes. How many people we've heard talk about that? A bunch of them. Many.
Yeah.
And in the end, who's the one that gets it done? Frickin' Vox Day, dude.
Yeah.
I mean,
The one living in Italy.
Come on now.
No, I wholeheartedly support that whole notion I have from the start. That's what we need. We need actual competitors. If we're gonna save the culture of comic books, the culture of the superhero from the Marxists, we need an alternative. We simply cannot rely on these big corporate lackeys and these big corporate companies to do it because they're not interested in doing it. They want to bastardize and destroy it, and they've been doing so for a while now. I think this is a very smart play. I think this is what needs to happen. It's a shame that it's being spearheaded by a man of such very questionable character, but you can't always pick these things, unfortunately. So I support it. I don't hate it at all. I don't hate the idea of it. I'm not saying I'm going to go throw money at it, but if you like Chuck Dixon, if you like John's work, and any of these guys, actually, some of them have done other stuff as well, like Will Callaghan. If you support these guys, or at least like some of the work, I mean, it's $5.
Yeah.
What's $5? In some places, that's not even a gallon of gas anymore. So, yeah.
Yeah, no, it's fair. It's fair. I think that has getting expensive. Lorenz says the Brightwisers created a comic book company. Still waiting for my copy of Red Rooster. So am I, dude. So am I.
I have mine. I never even finished it. I got bored of it halfway through. Never finished it.
Oh, that's unfortunate. But yeah, no. Alpha Dog Studios. Oh, okay, Bill. Thank you. See, I love the knowledge we have over here. Is really cool, dude. But anyway, yeah, no, I'm giving Vox Day credit all day, Brett. I just think it's interesting that we have all of these so-called professionals, and you have a political pundit or commentator is the one who ended up getting it done. And he's smart too, because if you guys recall on this channel, and I'm sure other people have talked about it as well, we've mentioned on many occasions that webtoons are what is popular with comic books in the West, in America, right?
Mm-hmm.
And millions of people read webtoons every day, and that maybe we should look into that. Maybe there's something over there. Maybe. And Vox was listening, dude, and he did it. So he's got webtoons. There's no physical here, so he's cut his production incredibly down. You get a bunch of comics for a low amount of money, and I have a feeling that he's going to really just pull in as many creators as he can from webtoons, popular ones as well, and try to increase his revenue here. So I hope they have success, for if not for anyone, but for Chuck Dixon and John De La Rose. I don't know Vox, but I know those two guys, and I like them. You know, and well, I do. And John De La Rose as well. He went through a lot of shit that was undeserved. That was not fair. What went with John De La Rose? Not at all. And I'm happy that he's still getting stuff produced and he's still working and all that. I'm happy for John. I know he's a shit stirrer, but who isn't? I mean,
I'm a good boy.
Yeah, I stir shit all the time if I can.
I haven't stirred shit in my life, Chester.
Chester, you're not known for it. I'll tell you that.
No, I'm not. No. Yeah. Anyway, that's all I wanted to say about it. I just I thought it was cool, dude. Yeah. And I think I might check it out. I'm gonna pay that $5. I'm gonna read some comics, and see if I like it. And if I do, I'll stick with it.
It really, the reality of it is just like for Marvel, it only takes one or two to really hit it off to make this blow up. Because back in the day when Marvel was practically non-existent anymore, and then certain comics started to hit big, and that was it. They took over.
Yeah.
Within 10 years or so, they had become completely dominant in the comic marketplace.
Oh, Marvel came out of nowhere. Yeah.
Yeah, it doesn't take much. It just takes a couple, what they call in the video game industry, a killer app, a killer game, or whatever you want to call it. That's all it takes. And if it could very well be right there. Because as we've seen all over the world, where comic book culture exists at all, in any form, it's booming, except North America.
Yeah.
It's the only place it's dying.
Yeah.
So there's a reason for that, and that's because people aren't interested. Because they're being fed piles of crap on a weekly basis, or even if good ones are coming out, it's not enough to draw people back.
Yeah.
And that's what I think Western comics desperately needs. They need that, whatever it'll be, that book that just draws people back.
Yeah. No, I agree. And
Maybe
some enthusiasm.
And Chevy coming 2021 maybe.
It could be. We just don't know. Anybody who pretends like they knew, I knew that was going to be a huge hit, you're full of it. Nobody ever really knows until it happens.
Yeah. Brett says Voxe has had some disastrous takes on, for instance, the mass killer Andrei Breivik. That's the main reason why I do not like him personally. Maybe he has. People have told me he has. I suppose if I wanted to waste my time, I go research it. But I have a feeling his take isn't exactly as it's reported to be. I kind of have a feeling because a lot of people will read something and they take out of it what they want. They take it out of context. Now he could
This
be
is a
just
real
a horrible
case,
person,
and
I
I don't
suppose.
know if I'm comfortable being on this panel.
All right, fine. Whatever. But I'm just saying, you know how things are. You know what I'm going to do? I'm going to spend.
No,
I'm going to spend the $5, and I'm going to start reading these, and I'm going to start reviewing them.
I like it.
Yeah,
I like your style.
I'm going to do that. So, I mean, we have a platform. Why not? I mean, to be
Why
honest,
not?
we've been waiting for this for a while. We've been waiting for someone to do something, right?
Yeah.
Brightweiser has his thing, but he pissed people off so badly and is such unprofessional, arguably even criminal action that fuck all his books, plain and simple, right? They might be great.
Well, not
I
only
agree with
that,
you.
his books aren't an actual. What seems to be, we could be reading this wrong, but it looks like some of these anyway are shared universe.
Yeah,
His
they are,
books aren't that.
right?
He just made a publishing company basically. He didn't make a huge shared universe thing yet, at least. Maybe he will, but as far as I understand, he hasn't done that yet. So that's the main difference here. This feels more, especially that big shot with all the characters. This feels more like a Marvel or a DC or an Image or whatever,
Mhm.
where they kind of all exist relatively in the same area.
Yeah, and that's true, and we did see something else with Benny when he was looking at his kind of universe thing he had going on there, and of course he picked up White Widow, which was a big hit. But that is just a bunch of dispersed stories. There's no universe going on there. It's just there's a few different stories you can read, including the White Widow. So that was a kind of comic book. It's not a universe though, but it was at least a collection of books.
Mm.
But this is the first person that's taken a cosmology, laid it down, and said, "Get to it." And a bunch of these artists have gotten to it. So I'm going to check it out. I want to see what's going on. I'm going to read it, and because I never read Alt Hero, I have read Flying Sparks, and one of these other ones I saw here I did read. But anyway, so moving on. But we'll see. I'm gonna get to it. All right, here we go. This right here is just a wonderful disaster. Go ahead, Booster.
What do we have here? Marvel Comics reveals new X-Men designs for the
Oh.
Hellfire Gala. They're having a ball. You see,
Gala.
they're having themselves a gala. As X-Men
Having a
would.
gala.
Go out and have
They're
all these
known
big parties.
for parties.
They
Yeah,
are.
they're known
Gala.
for big parties.
They're
yeah.
not busy at all, Thundero. They got plenty of
No,
time.
they got
Right.
nothing better to
Yeah,
do.
the Rock
What else
Gala,
they got to
yeah.
do?
Yeah, no, I
Rock
agree,
Gala.
Brett. It's $5, for at least a comic a day. Yeah, I think so.
Yeah, that doesn't suck. That pricing doesn't suck.
Doesn't
I
suck.
think he's been heavily inspired by.
Racist.
I think he's been heavily inspired by Shonen Jump, to be honest with you, with their. Because I think theirs is only like $4 or $3 or something, $3 American.
$1 for a month?
Yeah, and you get basically everything, like their whole backlog and everything. Ridiculous.
They're maniacs, the Asians.
Yeah.
They're maniacs.
Yeah. But it is value. Anyway, you guys remember this thing we went and voted in? Well, it was for this. It was for this. The first Krakoan X-Men team, and they're going to have a gala. I don't really see who won here, but I remember we voted for Forge. I remember. Yeah,
We did.
we did.
He was he's the best choice.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, and let's see who won. They're not telling us. Oh, great. All right, wonderful. But anyway, they are having themselves a gala, and let's take a look at these wonderful costumes that everyone's going to wear at their big old party. Oh, it looks like is that Forge? I don't know who that is.
What is that ice person?
These are the Marauders, and for some reason.
No!
Just Booster is very triggered right now. He's over the edge.
I don't understand how Banshee and Bishop are Marauders now. Those are bad guys who murder people.
That is a
maybe
really
Mr.
overcrest
Sinister.
It's like, look,
Maybe,
you're purple, mate. You don't need to impress anyone.
Why?
Was that too much?
Brewster's going straight to hell. Maybe,
Why is Sebastian Shaw in a wheelchair? What the hell are they doing? Go ahead.
I have no words for you, Chester. I got no answers. I'm done with. They killed the X-Men a long time ago, in my opinion.
They did.
Long time ago, probably I'd say 90s. Last time the X-Men was worth a shit. But these outfits are preposterous from top to bottom. The Marauders are preposterous from top to bottom. It's just silly. I mean, what in the hell is going on with Iceman? What is that?
He's fabulous.
That's Iceman?
That's Iceman,
Iceman, yes,
right
it
above his head.
Yes,
Just
Iceman.
right there. No.
Yeah.
He looks like some kind of
He's got high heels
bad
on.
Prince cosplay.
Yeah, I know. It's really... But look at the art. The art is horrible. Look at his crotch area on Iceman. It's like, what? Who? This is a child drawing this? It's
like one leg came off and they just reattached it.
Yeah.
There's a seam there now.
Yeah, but this is.
I'm seriously just sitting here staring at Iceman, trying to figure out what went wrong. Like, nothing in this is good. That is one of the worst designs I've ever seen.
He's a beautiful butterfly, Booster.
Well, no, you know what this is. This is an untalented hack. They took because they needed females, they need diversity that they took out of the fashion world. They couldn't make it in the fashion world. They failed because they suck balls. And Marvel said, "Hey, we'll take you. We got a job for you." That's what this is. It's horrible art. It's dumb fashion. None of it makes sense whatsoever, especially not for a gala. I suppose Banshee is probably the best of it, but it's dumb. And it's not over. It ain't over. Let's move on.
Standing on Banshee.
X-Force.
Look at Beast. What in the world?
Why is he grabbing Kid Omega's head? What's happening?
Well, more importantly, look at Professor Xavier. What party is he going to? I don't think.
My.
No. What is wrong with them?
All glowing.
Oh, it's so bad. Where do you even begin?
Well,
Where do you even begin?
My door is just dropped open.
I know it's ridiculous. Iceman does have a trust. You are right, James. But the first five, actually, if you're going to go to a gala, kind of a black and white gala, these are a little better. They're a little better. I don't know what Xavier is doing. This certainly doesn't match into a suit and tie event. I don't know why they're having a suit and tie event, but they are. This is horrible. Once again, the art is bad. I mean, we have every week on this channel, on Drone and Quarter Ultimate Edition, artists that draw better than this.
Even
way better.
KD.
Not even better.
Let's not get crazy there.
Better's not even the right word. Right? This looks like a young artist, very young artist, like 15 at best. And the ones you guys have on there look. I don't know why most of them aren't professionals, because they're way better than this. Way better than this.
Yeah. But it's not only that. This is a girl. This is it feels to me like this is a female who likes to do fashion art. Is what it feels.
Woman, am I right?
I just don't understand why Beast has on what looks like a one-piece tuxedo with shorts. And what are a bolo tie? Is that what I'm seeing there? What do we got?
There's a lot of bolo going on here. Everybody's got a bolo except for Charles. But Charles he's going to a different party, Thundero.
I don't understand these outfit choices at all.
Yeah. You got the Hellions now. Now, why is the Hellions here? I don't know. Stop asking questions. We got Havoc, Psylocke, Mr. Sinister, of course. Why is he coming to their gala? Exodus and Mystique. There are some pretty bad dudes coming to this party, and it's like, why? And Psylocke is just looking beautiful. All right, fine.
Is it wrong that I think these ones kind of rad?
Which one?
I don't know. They're just there's something about this is speaking to me. They're so over designed and over the top that I think it's kind of cool.
Oh no, they're not. They're ridiculous. But
That's what I like about them. They're just nuts. Look how huge Mr. Sinister's thing is. He can hide in that. He's wearing a curtain.
he is wearing a curtain.
I
For
will
sure.
say Psylocke, at least her outfit is not, it's pretty. right? Like
Sure.
that. Okay, that ain't terrible.
Yeah.
Mystique's is, well, it exists.
It's
The
nuts.
rest of them, I don't know. What's going on with Havoc there? Why is he dressed like he belongs
I
in
don't know.
Asia?
He's
But-
going to an Asian gay psychedelic party for sure.
Yeah,
But
what's going on?
do keep in mind that Psylocke's feet are bigger than her head. Just keep that in mind.
Yes,
Well,
well, obviously.
Exodus looks pretty standard superhero right there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No. Whoopi Cat. No.
Oh, and
The art is horrible, dude. It's not just they're crazy tangents all over the place. It's poorly drawn. It's ridiculous. And keep in mind, this is an official release from Marvel. This is not fan art. This is
You suck.
Marvel.
Yeah,
You got
this is
no
terrible.
talent.
And then we
You're
come to
a
the X-Men, which are I don't even know who they're supposed to be. Sunfire, well, he's back. I thought he was dead. Sync, whoever the hell that is. Colossus looking like a Russian vampire. What the fuck?
I thought that was supposed to be
Wolverine.
something
That's not Wolverine.
was
We just
related.
saw Wolverine up here. What are you talking about? That's
It's
Wolverine right
Chick
there.
Vereen. It's
Why
Chick
does-
Vereen.
Colossus
No,
look
that's
like
X-23, dude. That's not Wolverine. What's wrong with you?
Chick Vereen.
Cannonball? Jesus, man. What is this lineup?
Pretty
Um,
sweet outfit. Cannonball's looking pretty fly.
I will say Colossus doesn't look terrible
It does.
if it wasn't Colossus. If it was any other character, I'd be like, oh, that's okay. But
He looks like Mr. Sinister.
He does.
Colossus would not dress like that. And why does his beard go through his? Why is it not metal?
Yeah,
What happened?
they don't know. What they're
How does he
doing
have
there.
hair and stuff? What's going on?
And why are they still calling her Wolverine? She's not Wolverine. He's back now. He's not melted in the adamantium casing. He's out now. So
Especially when they can call her Honey Badger, which is a way better name.
oh, that was the other girl, the other
Or they
young
can call her
12 or 13-year-old girl who they really wanted to be a lesbian, and they talked about her sexual preferences all the time, even though she was literally a little teeny girl. That
happened.
character, yeah. Let's talk about that.
No.
Holy shit, Storm! She didn't even get a place. She just got cut out. They don't like Storm.
Oh.
Why did they? What the hell is going on, Emma?
No.
Emma,
She has X tits.
she has X tits.
oh,
These are the ones that didn't make it, I guess. Yeah, they really don't. Oh my god, these things are bad, dude. They really don't
What?
like Storm, dude.
Go up. Go up. Go up. What? No,
This?
down. What is that? What in the holy beauty is
There's
it?
Rachel Summers.
you say so.
I think it is. Yeah. I don't know
at
what that
least
is.
Storm looked like Storm. I don't know what the hell half of these are supposed to be.
Captain Britain is now a female. I didn't know that. All right, that's
Brit-
good. Rogue.
Is it
British. She's British.
British or eyes?
I'm a little bit better with this. I don't know what's going on with the head though. But this is what Marvel has fallen to, guys. This is it. They've fallen down to the point that we're having galas. Let me. I could keep going, but I'm not going to hurt myself anymore with that. But let's come up here now. Let's take a look at the. No, hold on a second. Let's take a look at the X-Men. Now, if you're creating an X-Men comic and this is your team, okay, well then you need to have the team needs to work as a team, and they need to have their superpowers working in sync, combinations, various things to get it done. All right. And if you look at this team, how are they setting up combinations with this team? How is this team working? And the thing is, they don't even think about that anymore. It doesn't even come into play, right? Even though they need to be in sync, literally. And that was a bad joke, but take it because it's there. But they don't even bother to think about what you need to think about in order to make a successful and coherent comic book. How do they fight together? How do they get it done with their powers? And look what you got. You got a fire guy who creates fire at such extent you can't have him in a fight directly with you. He's going to be on the outskirts. Okay, so he's kind of going around the outside, so he's not involved with you. Sync, I have no clue who this guy is or what he does, but maybe his power can be useful. Colossus is strong. He and this X-23, they can certainly work together like he and Logan did. Cannonball.
I like his outfit. I like that outfit.
Yeah, you would.
I think Reggie wants it. Yeah. Oh, I think he has a few words.
He has words.
Reggie has
Grimlock.
words.
Oh, he's
Booster's
in here?
doxing the hell out of him right now.
Oh.
But I have so many questions about Sync. Apparently, Sync's powers are the ability to duplicate superpowered beings' powers.
Okay, that's handy.
Original one. Okay, let me guess. He also takes their weaknesses, and that's how you defeat them.
I'm guessing. He has the mastery of any powers duplicated. He can metabolize bioenergy signatures and sense and track superpowered beings.
Okay, that's useful.
Oh, that's got it right. Yeah, okay.
Yeah, I guess, but I don't know. I'm just not interested.
Why does he look like Will.i.am?
He does look a lot like Will.i.am. Yeah.
Cultfin Video. I just looked at the screen and now have AIDS. Sorry, Cultfin Video.
Yeah, it's pretty bad. It's pretty bad.
Okay, Grimlock, go ahead, dude.
That is being very freaking generous to what this bullshit is.
Wait, let me go back up to Storm.
This is the reason. This is the results of what happens when you put fat simps in charge of flagship fucking franchise.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Aside from the
Because
weird
this is
shoes, I like it.
Because
Go
this
ahead.
is more Teeny Howard shit.
Yeah, no, it is, dude. This is for
This-
young girls. They're oh, look at all their costumes. They're
It's-
having a party.
No, it's not even for young girls. They admitted that this was supposed to have been a one-off, but somehow they convinced Marvel to make this a 13-issue event.
A party is a 13-issue. What?
Yes, this is a 13-issue event.
I thought this was a one-off.
No, it was
Holy
supposed to be a one-off,
shit.
but it is a 13-issue event. Yeah, so imagine spending over $60 for this shit.
Oh no, who
Oh,
would do that?
man.
Who would do that?
And this is right after Teeny Howard's fan fiction version of Game of Thrones she wanted to write so bad, known as X of Thrones, X of Swords, shit the bed, because nobody was going to spend $150 on that.
Yeah, no, why would you? I just don't understand why you would do an actual event, which they do way too many of anyway. Why would you do an event based on a party? I mean, you could do stuff in the party where they get attacked or what have you, but mainly it's going to be just politic and them talking about how woke they are. It's
I
just
love
Because-
the idea of-
yeah.
I love the
I
idea.
can
of
tell you
them
why,
being their
Chester.
little flicks, heroes and villains, and they're just like having little catty intos about each other. Did you see Mystique's dress? Ugh.
Yeah, exactly. Go ahead,
And
Grimlock.
that's
I can tell you why. It's because Jordan White is a fat simp who hasn't had pussy since the day they heard his mama say push at the hospital.
Oh wow.
and-
Jesus.
Yeah. And because he is because everybody look, the cat's out of the bag that Jonathan Hickman is not even on X-Men anymore. He's getting replaced with Jerry Duggan in a couple of weeks. So look forward to that. He is allowed all the females, Teeny Howard especially, to just do whatever the hell they want. And because he's such a fat slob who wants a work wife, he's not going to say no to them.
Is Teeny
And
Howard pretty?
nobody. Hell no.
Well, because Heather Antos, she's toxic, but she was cutie. I get why those guys. Were
Yeah,
sleeping
she
over.
was a mediocre white girl.
She's cute.
You could find her.
I get why.
You could find her at any
Oh.
community college in the country.
Fair enough, but
you
I'm
could-
talking
you-
about a bunch of simps who can't get nothing. I'm just saying I understand. Of course, I can do
Even the
better, Grimlock.
Simps
Of
at community
course.
college could find a Heather
sure.
Antos. Chester, I'm pretty sure there's more attractiveness in the hairs on your back than what these guys are chasing after.
You've been paying attention, Grimlock. I appreciate you.
Yeah, but they admitted that they just let these girls do whatever they want. That's how Children of the Atom got greenlit, so Vita Ayala can do. Oh, let's do a fan fiction of me and my gay friends dressing up like X-Men.
How do you spell Teeny Howard?
T-I-N-I.
Who hasn't written a single good book since she was brought on to Marvel, and they keep giving her books, and we all know why she's getting books.
Yeah, the horn rim glasses are taking over. This is a bitch on wheels, dude.
Yeah.
Yeah, and she's telling the world that she wants you to know that's what she is. She's one of them's. Holy.
Yeah.
I never even heard of her before. I don't even know who she is. What does she do? Is she an
Let-
artist or?
She's a writer, but all she
Oh.
does is write fan fiction where she inserts herself. She
So-
wrote a book on Belit, which was terrible.
Oh, look at this. Look, I'm so cute coming out. Are you
Oh.
sure it's not a man? It looks like a man.
There's,
Is
Well,
this one of the
let me put it
transgender
this way.
types?
Let me put it this way: the nicest thing I can say about Teenie Howard is that she's a discount Kelly Sue DeConnick.
Well, Kelly Sue can actually write. No, because
What? Right? What? All her books go into shit at the moment her name
yeah,
is put
but
on them.
she has proven over the time that she is capable of it. She just doesn't want to because she's got her head up her ass. I don't know if this lady can write anyway. But are we sure this isn't one of the transgender types? I
Who
mean,
knows?
her shoulders and that might be a dude. I think that's a dude. I'm going to go with that. I'm going to stick with that. Alrighty.
But yeah,
I've never heard of this woman ever. I have no clue who she is. So whatever.
she's been at Marvel for about 3 years now, and she hasn't written a single good book.
Well, let's see. Chester says average gals are ugly, but Heather Antos is cutie. What the fuck, Chester? How long has it been since you went to an optometrist? No, Heather is. I'm just saying that I kind of get why those simps over there were drooling on her. Let's see. Heather Antos. All right, no, it's been in a near. You're right. She's not pretty. Okay, yeah, no, you're right. No, she's not pretty. Yeah, because I know that they based Gwenpool and Gwen Stacy on her, and it's drawn very cute. So I figured she was cute. She ain't. She's not. No, she's not.
No,
No.
she's a
She's a normal girl.
mediocre white girl.
No, she's
You
average,
can find at
yeah.
any community college.
Yeah, she's an
In
average
fact,
kid.
you could probably find some better who's at least freaky enough to touch a fat guy's penis on a
Oh
dare.
wow! Oh god! Okay. Well, the thing is, the beauty thing doesn't really actually matter. I mean, she's just a
I'd
writer.
literally look at
But yeah, no, she's not pretty. I figured she would have been cute, dude. What the hell? I mean, she doesn't look like Gwenpool at all.
No.
Huh.
I thought she would be beautiful.
I thought she would be pretty. Yeah, I don't know what's going on here. But all right, whatever. I was wrong, but that's okay. That's not the first time.
I'd let her smooch me on the cheek if she wanted to. Ha.
Of course you would. Yeah, we know that. But this Iceman is your fantasy, so I don't know what you're on about. Yeah,
I don't know what the fuck is happening.
it's
That is
weird, dude. It's
that
weird.
is it's strange. I can't. Oh, my brain hurts. I can't place my eyes anywhere that makes sense on it. You know
It
what I
is
mean?
These losers were sitting around watching RuPaul's Drag Race because
Yep.
this is what this entire event looks like. That's
Yeah.
exactly what it was lifted from. And
Well,
they decided,
that,
hey, let's
That Iceman looks almost or very remarkably like Aizen from Bleach at one point when he turns into some weird butterfly monster. That's
Yeah.
basically what he looks like. I would be very surprised if that wasn't directly copied.
Although that sounds interesting. I didn't know RuPaul was into cars. I'd watch that.
yeah, he actually is. He would be more interesting to watch than this.
Oh, RuPaul. I mean, he's actually kind of a funny dude. I haven't seen him in decades. He must be ancient. But I didn't know why is he doing a car show? That's weird. That doesn't make. And why? What? Explain to me what's going on.
Chester, we're not taking your bait. We're not
All right,
doing
fine. Damn it. All right, moving on. Speaking of Mexicans having opinions about Latinx, go ahead, Booster.
Oh God.
John,
Leguizamo.
what the fuck kind of name is that? Leguizamo. That's lasagna with legs in it. John Leguizamo slams the Oscars for lack of Latinx representation.
I like
Claims
that.
the term people of color has been used to more effectively erase Latinos.
Okay. Now, Chi-Chi
What?
here. Chi-Chi here has made some good movies. He's had some good stand-up. he has mastered his craft. But of
Yes.
recent years, he hasn't got a lot of
He's
work.
lost his damn mind.
He's lost his edge, is what he's done. He did come out with a stand up, and it was horrible. He basically complained about racial things the whole time, and on and on and on about how racist people are against the Latinos, and which is whatever. But now he's very upset because it's all about the black, and of course he's right. It is all about the black. That's what minority is to these racists that are on the left, these progressives. It's all about blackness. That's why it's called Black Lives Matter,
I don't
John.
have any Latinx here, man.
Well,
It's
no,
some bullshit.
it's Black Lives Matter. It's not Brown Lives Matter, right? And we don't even want to get into that conversation because once we do, we start getting to La Raza, and that is actually one of the more dangerous things going on in America that nobody's talking about. Nobody.
Yeah, the
Right.
is gonna start quoting statistics, and they'd be like, "Haha, wouldn't it be funny if we committed hate crimes? Haha." And it gets really awkward because you start realizing he's not joking. He wants to do like a whole minstrel show. It gets weird, so it's best we move on.
Fine. All right. I had information for you, but you don't get it
I
now.
I said minstrel show, not minstrel show.
Yeah, it's true.
Well, all I can say to John is, in part, it's his fault.
Can someone explain to me why Latin isn't gender neutral enough? Anyone?
Oh, they're idiots,
Because-
dude. Yeah.
Because white liberals came up with some stupid term to say that it highlights Latinos, and it's like most Latinos don't want to be called that. They'll actually cut you if you do.
Yeah, quite literally. Yeah, you'll get stabbed. It's ridiculous. Just call them Latin.
Yeah, I would love to see somebody call Danny Trejo Latinx.
Well,
I just don't. It's a really stupid bastardization of an English word based on an old Latin word. Neither one of those languages work that way. Spanish, it definitely doesn't work that way.
no.
It's dumb. It's almost like it's intended to infuriate white people and Hispanic people, the Latin people.
Yeah.
Because it's just so obviously stupid. It's insulting on a fundamental level. Like I'm Latinx. No, you're not, you idiot. Shut up. You're not.
Now, John had himself a tweet here I would like to read. I'm so happy for my black fam and Asian bros and sisters and women's, but I can't help mourn our absent. We've been here
We've
for
been here
500
for more than
years.
500 years, and before we are largest ethnic group, 68 million. Can you imagine the amount of unanswered dreams and wasted talent? Okay.
Thank you. That was much better. Yeah,
Um,
he's an American, but that's okay.
John, sweetheart, buddy, you're mixing up your victim card statuses. There's not 68 million Latinos in America. There's 68 million Hispanics in America. That is a completely different thing because not all Hispanics are Latino.
Ooh.
In fact, most of them aren't Latino.
Don't spit facts. Booster doesn't like facts.
I don't like it. It starts making me crazy.
Yeah. Well, in his
I start to
stand-up,
lose my mind.
he was going on about how the Latino is the true American and stuff, and because of all the Indian and stuff. And I understand his point, I guess, a little bit. But do keep in mind the reason why that is, John, is because you are the ancestor of rapists. Rock on, dude. Rock on.
Yeah, they raped you into existence.
Yeah.
How do you feel about
Yeah. So there you go, John.
it? And you speak, and John, hey,
Mexicans.
proud brown man, you speak a white man's language. Have some respect
stop
for
doing
it.
that. Yeah. And the term POC, even though it is so inclusive, it has become a weapon to exclude us and erase us better and more effectively. And if you don't know, I'm talking about Latinx. Whatever, John. He's just trying to be. He's trying so hard to be relevant. He's getting old, and people aren't paying attention to him. He's not the hot shit anymore, and that's what this is. That's it. But
Pretty much.
I just thought it was kind of.
I do agree with him
kinda
that
interesting.
that the nonsense term "people of color" is designed to throw all of them into one big pot so they can ignore the ones they don't like. Absolutely, that's correct. It's completely designed to disenfranchise and, in a way, dehumanize almost certain ethnic groups. to just make them all into one big hodgepodge of brown and yellow and not white. When what they just mean is not white. Why don't they just say that? Just say non-white because that's what you mean, or actually refer to the person as their cultural ethnic heritage if that's what they want.
I don't even know what white is supposed to be because no one has defined that to me. Is it a Celt? Is it a Nord? Is it a Slav? Is it a
It's a
Latino?
person of ethnic. It's a person of ethnic European descent.
Okay, well that includes Latinos.
Not all Latinos. It depends. It really it's very simple. It's just a person of ethnic European descent, and the Latinos don't claim it. They claim brownness, I guess, being Hispanic.
Well, yeah, but
most of them
Portugal,
anyway.
Spain, and Italy, and Greece. They're all Europeans, so
yeah. So they're white.
Yeah. Okay, they're white.
The quote unquote Hispanic. It's really easy. The government defines it, and there's even white Hispanics. It's just is what it is. But that's all it is. It's people of ethnic European descent. So you, me, everybody in here actually has some ethnic European in them in a large majority. So
does John.
Technically they're all white when you really think about it. But they don't want to claim that because, white is a bad word. It's got to be marginalized.
Yeah.
So they come up with a new term that's based literally just colored people, except they switched it around. And then they continuously self-congratulate themselves, which is amazing.
So Thunder, me being Norwegian, I ain't getting out of it, huh?
No, you're white as the driven snow, my friend.
Oh, well. Poor little Celts. Anyway, John, shut up, John. Shut up. Moving on.
Where's John? Oh, that's John.
Yeah.
I thought we were talking about Dilla for some reason. I don't know.
This is another Booster one. Go ahead, Booster.
Right. DC Comics artist. Let me try that one again. DC Comics artist Brian Hitch responds to criticism of his Infinite Frontier #1 variant cover by telling fans to, quote, "fuck off."
That's nice. Well, first of all,
because that wins fans over.
That's usually how you sell books.
Why is Superman black? That's the first question I have. Secondly, the art's not good. It's not good. Now, people are
not good at all.
No, people are mainly complaining about the hairline here, which fine, I guess it is very high. But the art isn't good. The body proportions are off. It's not good art. Once again, I see better art every week on this channel. And yeah, oh my God, dude, did he basically is that traced?
The man literally traced a Sherman Helmsley haircut onto a black Superman. That's hilarious.
Well, no, I'm saying I've seen this photo before. I mean, this piece of art before. Well, whatever.
You've seen
it's
this
not
photo of a man diving towards you like this?
Well, I get it. It's not great art. I've seen worse, of course. We just saw worse. But the main
I like that first comment.
Kryptonian barbers ain't shit, apparently. There you go. People are really on the hair thing, but I think overall the art is bad. But I don't know. But it's not good art, for one. Two, why is Superman black? That doesn't make any sense at all. What are you doing? And this guy is a dumbass. You lock and fuck right off. Well, dude, you know what? That's not how you talk to your customers, dude. It's really not.
Well, that's how you talk to people when you're behind a nice, comfortable keyboard.
I suppose.
Screen. Yeah. But I bet you, Mr. Hitch, if he was talking to certain people like that in public, he wouldn't do it very long.
No, he wouldn't. Of course not. And Mike Tyson made that point.
Yes, he sure did.
You've got the most delicious thing about this entire article, right? So, he's criticized for having the hairline far too big, right? And Brian Hitch says, everyone here could fuck off, right? And, well, Black Twitter caught on to that. And dogpiled the shit out of him. Making this about him being racist and everything. Brian Hitch being a big old progressive, these kind of people being the types he'd usually kowtow to, are all suddenly just fucking slinging shit at him in the hundreds. It was quite entertaining to watch. Quite amusing.
I get.
There she is again. There she is again. That well-known bitch known as Karma.
Yeah, no,
she has a way of showing up when you least expect her.
It's deeper than the haircut. It's not good art. It's really not. We've seen, and once again, DC Comics has an artist
I
who
mean-
can't art.
His head's
I mean,
crooked.
all of it's terrible. I mean, like, look at that pose. His arm look like it's clearly dislocated. Like, how is
Yeah, it's not right.
like?
It's not how
His
you
But the
head is
draw.
haircut is the
literally
worst
crooked.
because the haircut is bad and it's lopsided too. So it's like,
Yes.
dude, you literally could have just like took a couple of lines and straightened that out.
Yeah.
I know you saw that. Everybody sees it.
Yeah, the biceps off. It's not a good piece of art. Now, to be fair, we might pay more attention to these things because we do have an art show here and we see great art every week. However, I don't know. It seems pretty obvious to me how bad it is. Someone's upset. But now, okay, the art's not good. The hairline's not good. Fine. He's a little entitled brat, and he's got to yell at people who are not even being that mean. They're just kind of pointing it out. But more importantly, someone please explain to me why Superman is black, please.
Because
Because they're future state crap.
because Chester, you're racist if you don't love watching Superman be black.
Fine then. Put me in that category.
I guess. Okay. How you doing?
Hi.
See, here's my problem, right, with all the race swapping, is their argument is completely self-defeating. What if white kids like that Superman's white? Fuck them? They don't matter?
Yep. Pretty much.
Of course, obviously, yeah. But it's this whole gender thing is dumb, and they keep putting themselves in situations. This comic is not going to sell. People don't want a black Superman. A full actual event based on a party for the mutants, not going to sell. A movie with Ta-Nehisi Coates doing a black Superman with what's his face there? What's that popular boy? What's his name?
Abrams.
No. Abrams is in charge, yeah, but
Michael B. Jordan.
Michael B. Jordan, thank you. Which he's not a bad actor actually. And they're
I
all so
like Michael B.
proud.
Jordan. I just don't know why he's given like all the weird. He's always given like the okay. You get Whitey's handouts over here,
You
right?
do,
You get
hand-me-downs.
to play some white character.
That's
He
right.
keeps
Yes.
getting those roles. It's weird.
Yeah.
He gets to be, all of the replacement characters.
When he kicked ass as Killmonger as one of the few good MCU villains.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That is a rare thing. Being a good MCU villain, a memorable one even.
Anyway, that's what I have for today. Let me come back over here to the other side.
Are you excited? Are you happy, Chester?
Not
Are
really.
you just
no.
happy? You know what we need to do, Chester? It's been a while. We need to do a TFT because the U.S. government is out here touting about how they're about to drop all the dirt on aliens.
Yeah, no, I've noticed that they've been dropping a lot of videos. We do need to talk about that. I'll have to research that and maybe get it done for next week. Yeah, no, we've had a few drops over the years, and they were just kind of came out of nowhere and then nothing. But it
Yeah.
seems that the government is in full full discovery mode right now, and they're dropping lots of videos and lots of comments. And in June, there's a full report coming from the U.S. government on UFOs.
Yes.
So, yeah, I don't know. What do you guys think about that offhand, though?
Booster, what do you think about it? Tell me.
I think aliens are funny. I think they're funny little creatures.
He has no opinion. Grimlock, you have an opinion on that?
Yes, I would like to see them come down and kill everybody in DC.
Oh, fair enough. And so you're
That would be a
violence,
shame.
pro-violence.
Me.
I am ready to be a meal in an aliens cookbook.
Okay.
I'm done with this planet.
Well, here's the reality of it. Let's say it's all real. It's not BS, right? There really are aliens, and they're about to tell us the truth on it. We should be both terrified and relieved because one, they're obviously way more powerful than anything we're capable of, but two, they clearly don't care about us, or they would have done something more than just fly around in the sky. Yeah. So I guess it's cool that they're there, but what's the deal, guys? Let's have a chat. Let's talk a minute.
I agree with Brett. We're getting aliens to distract from former VP Biden's disastrous first 100 days. I have a feeling it's something like that. Yeah.
Yeah.
But because the thing is, you've had even Tucker Carlson dropping and talking about it, right? And he's
Yes.
one of the biggest viewed news people on the planet. But yet, I don't hear a bunch of stir. I don't see a bunch of articles coming up about it. It's very little. I don't think people are interested. I think they're caught up in their fervor, because that's one thing the Democrats have definitely done. Not just here, I should say liberal, because in Europe they've done the same thing. They have created such a fervor that the only thing people can think about is politics, and that is disgusting. Like for instance, let me give you an example. A week or 2 weeks ago, maybe, there was a big story over here in Asia because they just do news. And what had happened was an Indonesian submarine, had gone under, and they were desperately trying to find them. They had like 3 days to find them, and in the end, they didn't. They all died, which is a sad story. But it was big news. Everyone was talking about it because it was this panic to see if they could get to them and save their lives, right? But it looks like in the first day they went down to like 800 meters, so they were dead. They were dead day one. However, I went, and because my wife and I were trying to catch some news, I couldn't find it anywhere. Asia was covering it, Australia was covering it, Al Jazeera covered it, but none of the Western ones, BBC, NBC, ABC, MSNBC, CNN, Fox, none of them were covering it. Now, how is this? This is an international story that everyone should be paying attention to. Everyone, should know about what was happening with a submarine full of soldiers about to die, and all I could find was politic, politic, politic. That's the reality we live in. So I don't know if this alien thing is going to distract enough, or any. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Right now, Jesus Christ could come down, and it wouldn't distract people from the fact that they voted in a dementia patient who's incapable of making complete sentences.
Well, to be honest, if Jesus came down, he'd be canceled immediately.
That too, but I mean,
Yeah.
Oh, I think if Jesus came down, he'd be the alien and hopefully wipe a whole bunch of these people out.
A lot of violence today. Lots of violence. Okay. But no, I'll look into that and give a bit of a primer. I think we need to wait until June to see that full report. But we can talk about it because there's been a lot of murmurs. So I'll take some time this week and try to prepare a TFT for that. Absolutely. And you guys.
Chester, I have a meme for this. Mentions of violence. Where is it? Hang on. Give me a second.
Okay. He's getting something. Never let a good crisis go to waste, I think. That's right, MAGA. Teen Joshua's got a lot of titles.
Got a lot of wisdom.
He does.
Yeah.
There you go, Chester. Check out the chat. That's my official position on violence.
I don't see anything.
Look in the general chat.
Oh, in Discord. Oh, okay.
Yes.
All right.
Yes.
He's figuring it out.
I don't know who he is.
Yukio Mishima.
Yukio Mishima.
Left or right? I'm pro-violence. All right, fair enough.
He's a man who was so committed to his violence ideology that when he failed at his goal of overthrowing, I believe, all of Japan, he killed himself. Committed seppuku.
Oh, the last dude who did seppuku. Okay, I didn't know. Oh, good. That's better. That's
pro-violence. That's where I'm at right now, Chester. Pro-violence.
Pro-violence. All right, fair enough. All right, guys. Well, we got to get out of here. I got to get to work on this day off, this red letter day. You guys need to go to bed. And tomorrow we'll definitely, 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, we'll be doing some comic stuff if there is anything to talk about. We'll talk about something, I'm sure. Covered quite a bit today. And nevertheless, let's let everyone have their little closing statements. Grimlock, go ahead, dude.
Yes, I want to see the entire division who is in charge of the X-Men fired, rolled up like a joint and set afire.
Oh, God. Well, the bottom half of us are definitely pro-violence here. Okay. But it is crap, dude. It's ridiculous nonsense. It's not superheroes at all anymore. Thunder?
Of course I'm pro-violence. Grimlock.
That's fair.
He's got a good point. Yeah. We will see you guys on Sunday. We'll probably do like a little mini TFT, just talking about some of the press releases and stuff they've been putting out. basically admitting that aliens exist or something like aliens exist. Because I don't think they're interstellar. I think they're interdimensional. But we'll get on that on Sunday. Next Sunday. Tomorrow we'll be here. Hopefully we'll have some comics news that isn't just awful. Just
nice.
Just makes us want to open our own veins.
Well,
commit seppuku right here.
Books between now and tomorrow, and we'll talk.
And maybe they'll be spectacular. Let's just be hopeful. Let's just be hopeful. It's May. It's one of the best months of the year. Let's just be hopeful.
Mm-hmm. Booster, take us out of here, man.
Well, I, for one, I'm pro-violence until the violence comes to me, and that's when I decide I'm, it's time for the violence to stop, and we need to unify and be peaceful and come together. And until then, I was supposed to have a stream today. I was going to get pissed drunk and play God Hand, but I have been up since 8 p.m. last night. I've been trying to get around the fucking sleeping patterns back to where they should be again, and it has been tough to try and stay awake, but I've been doing it, baby. But the future of Booster for now is I'm going to keep on writing scripts. I've been going pretty fucking hard lately. I've got 2 done.
Complete in the can.
Yep.
That's excellent, dude. I'm happy you're doing that. All right.
So hopefully we'll see something from me in the future. And you all better support it. I've supported a lot of freaking people. I've advertised a lot of you. I am cashing in some favors.
There you go. Support the Booster. You're not drawing it, though, right?
I could be.
Oh, my God. Oh, Jesus. Okay.
For the love of God, no.
For the love of God. All right, guys. Thank you all very much. We'll see you tomorrow, 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Have a good sleep. Later.
You're nothing. You're no talent. You're a hack. Who are you?